What is up, everybody? We have another Ned Foss sponsored video here. We're coming at you with this Ned Foss Tanto survival knife. Just a really nice high quality knife that you can get at a low price, around 35 to 40 bucks. Just a really cool looking little survival knife. Comes with a nice little package here, Kydex sheath, ferro rod. Just a really nice little package. Guys, we're gonna dive in talking about why this thing is really cool and why you should get it. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Let's dive into this. There we go, it's biting in good. I mean, if you're using this thing around, I mean, it's just throwing them. All right, so this thing I think is a really good gift idea if you're looking to surprise somebody, birthday gift, Christmas gift, something like that. It's a cool little inexpensive, budget-friendly option to get somebody, and it has a lot of cool features. And that's what I always get my nephews and stuff like that when, you know, time comes, is little things like this, stuff that they can have for a lifetime that they're gonna remember their uncle from. So that's what I like to do, is pass on that, and with that, some of the knowledge that comes with owning knives and things. So it's a cool little gift there if you're looking for that. Or if you're into survival, want a little knife to throw in your bug out bag, throw in your car, something like that, this thing is gonna be a nice little option for you too. Maybe you're into camping, things like that, also gonna fit the bill for that. So this is a full tang knife. You can see the metal runs all the way the length of the knife. Has G10 handle scales on it, which kind of feel like micarta. It's like a budget-friendly style of micarta. So I really like that. It has the little Allen key screws that hold on the handle scale, so you can tighten this thing up, take them off, put different handles on if you wanted to. So I really like the G10 handles. It has a lot of texture, and it just feels like it's really grippy, just kind of like micarta, but this is like a budget way to go about micarta. So I really like the G10. So the blade metal is 440C high carbon steel. So pretty much kind of what like Gerber uses on most of their knives. I think most of theirs are 420 high carbon steel, but this is very similar in profile to like what Gerber uses. So this is going to allow you to really sharpen this thing up nice and easy. It's not going to take a lot of work to sharpen this thing again. So that is what makes this blade really cool. It does have a stone wash finish, so you can see where the shiny metal is versus where the stone wash is. Really nice. I like how, so it does have like a 90-degree spine up here, so you can strike that ferro rod that it comes with. But other than that, it kind of has little bevels and just rounded edges. So there's no sharp edges. Even down here where the finger choil is, it's all rounded off. So there's no hot spots or anything that are gonna be kind of grinding in your hand and stuff like that if you're using this around the camp. So like we said, it does have that finger choil, so you can kind of choke up there, get a little bit better grip on that knife. It does have some really good jimping along the top of the blade here, back here. So you can really get a good grab on this knife. I really like that jimping, and it's not too aggressive. It looks aggressive, but where it's rounded off, it's kind of nice and subtle, but it looks cool at the same time. Has that little Ned Foss emblem on the blade there. So really cool there. Look at that pronounced Tanto blade. So it's a really thick blade down here. So I mean, it's kind of like a mini Scandi if you kind of think about it, the way this blade profile is. It wouldn't go up as high as a Scandi, but it's kind of like a Scandi if you think about it. But it's also got that Tanto blade on it. So you could use this thing for a knife that you fight, or, you know, have this ready in case you're in a bad neighborhood or something like that. You don't carry a firearm, maybe this is a good little backup right there. Has a little lanyard hole in the back here with a lanyard, a little piece of 550 paracord with a cool little knot. So that's how it came from the factory. So pretty nice little knife. Let's talk about the sheath. So the sheath is a really nice Kydex molded sheath. So this is real Kydex. It's not just ABS molded plastic. Has some really nicely done. So it does come with this little ferro rod. So right there, I mean, that's like $6. Mosquito. So if you're thinking about, you know, buying ferro rods, that right there is $6 probably alone for this little 1/4 inch round ferro rod with a nice little holder. Goes in, it has this little bungee cord that kind of retains it there. That thing ain't going nowhere. Has this little proprietary tech lock. Nice little belt loop, belt clip. You can use that to, you know, go horizontal with it, where you can have the knife on your belt like this, where you can pull it out nice and easy from the back, or leave it the way it is in the vertical position where it rides vertical on your belt. So either way, has a lot of different adjustment options there if you're looking for, you know, versatility in different carrying positions. And it's got to ride high on your belt, which I like with a smaller knife like this. So I would say this is probably about an 8-inch overall knife, which is a pretty good medium-sized survival knife that you can still carry around with ease. And this thing's gonna be relatively light, so it doesn't weigh too much. So I really like that. But overall, this sheath is really nice. Look at that retention. You can really hear that pronounced click in there. And that thing ain't going nowhere. So that thing's gonna ride on your belt, and no chance of this thing falling out of the sheath if you're around the camp or anything like that, or hiking. So pretty cool right there. All right, guys, that's enough on the specs. Let's put this thing to the test and show you how this thing holds up, because I'm curious to how the performance is gonna be as well. So this is initial impressions. Let's see how it does. All right, so we're gonna start batoning with this thing and see how it does. This thing feels so good in the hand. I mean, it just feels really good. I mean, if you're using this thing around a campfire, I mean, this thing is just gonna excel at all of this. It's doing a great job. Let's do this one. It has some knots and stuff in it. All right, no problems there. All right, right through those knots. This thing held up really good. I mean, this thing, it's pretty thick. I would say a 3/16 inch thick blade here. And it just acts like a wedge with that really pronounced tanto, really big edge on it. Just kind of really acts like a wedge when it's going through batoning. So no complaints there, guys. This thing is gonna be a batoning dream if you're looking for a good mid-sized survival knife that can do that. All right, let's do some feather sticks with it. We'll do some offhand feather sticks like this, and then we'll also put the knife into the wood when we go do the torture test on the tip of this thing, see how it holds up. We'll also do some feather sticks that way. I think with this, let me get this cleaned up a little bit. It's really sharp. There we go. It's biting in good. All that really pronounced edge right there is bringing some really thick curls. It's kind of a weird piece of wood too, but it is making some pretty good little curls there. Let's see how it does when we do the tip test, and we'll put this in the wood and see how it does on a feather stick then. But let's try out this 90-degree spot and see how it does on a ferro rod. All right, so like we said in the intro, it is rounded up to about right here, and then it's like a 90-degree spine. So let's see how it does. Whoa. I mean, it's just throwing them. I mean, it does a great job. So I kind of like how it's back here. So up here is nice and rounded. It's not going to give you any hot spots when you're working up on the handle here, choking up. But on the tip there, it is nice and it's 90-degree. So it is going to be able to strike that ferro rod that it comes with. So you know it's going to be able to do it if it comes with that accessory. All right, guys, let's go do the torture test on the tip, see how this tip holds up. And we're going to do some more feather sticks over there. All right, so let's make a tent stake. I always like to do a tent stake just because it kind of shows you know, that you can do some camp tasks with this. So let's pick out a piece of wood here, do one. We're gonna make a little tip here. This just kind of demonstrates the slicing capabilities that it has. That's why I like to do it. All right, this thing's nice and sharp. So right out of the box, it comes sharp. All right, this one isn't perfectly square, so we just kind of cent it the way it is. Put some pressure on this edge right here. All right, kind of rolling that edge, putting some pressure on it. All right, made a little tent stake, so that's gonna work. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna try to see how strong this tip is. We're gonna put it to the test. I don't want you guys buying something that is not gonna hold up, it's not gonna be durable. So even though this thing is sponsored, hey, guess what? We're putting it to the test to make sure that you're getting a good product here. So this is a super hard piece of wood. I mean, listen, super hard piece of wood. There we go. And this is a big knot right here too. We got this in. Look at that, nothing. This Tanto blade, like I said, it's kind of like a Scandi in a way. But you can see how thick it is down at the point. That's really adding to the ability of this thing to have a lot of torque on it. That right there is just from the ferro rod. But you can put a lot of pressure and torque on this blade, and it's still going to hold up because of the rigidity and the thickness that the blade still has. So that's pretty cool that it's going to hold up to this. I mean, not being easy on it by no means. So that right there, that's going to be a good solid knife for you. Let's put this in like we said and try to do some feather sticks and clean this one off. All right, so it does make them a little bit better up here. As you can tell, you are gonna be able to make some feather sticks, make a little tinder bundle. So there you go, Ned Foss survival knife. Pretty cool little option. All right guys, so we just got done testing out this Ned Foss Tanto survival knife. And this thing is just great, holds up to all the torture we put it through. The blade never took a break. This thing just pushed through, excelled at all the tasks we threw at it. And guys, this is a sponsored video, but guys, we are putting it to the test. No BS is being put into these reviews. So I really want you guys to get a good budget-friendly product that is gonna hold up. It's not gonna be breaking on you. So that is pretty cool right here. Comes with a nice little ferro rod right here. And it comes with a little generic Tek-Lok Kydex sheath. Nice little package that you can rely on. It's gonna be pretty cool, throw in your car, throw in your bug out bag, whatever. If you like this kind of stuff, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also go over to the description box. You can pick one of these up from Amazon for, like I said, 35 bucks, 40 bucks, and it's gonna be a great little option for you. And if you've never checked out Ned Foss, go check out other knives that they have. They got a lot of different knives, hatchets, that kind of stuff, and we're gonna be doing a lot of reviews on their products coming up here in the future since we partnered with them. So pretty cool little company, go check them out. Thanks for watching, catch you in future videos.